Welcome back to the channel. I feel like Italy is one of those places that lives in everyone's imagination, you know? Like even if you've never been, you have this idea of it. The food, the history, the little Vespas zipping around. It's a whole vibe. And honestly, the reality is even better. We're going to hit some of the big spots, obviously. Like you can't go to Italy and not see the Colosseum. That would be illegal, I think. But we're also going to dive into some of the smaller, more local moments. This video is for anyone who loves to travel, anyone who's dreaming of an Italian vacation, or honestly anyone who just needs a little escape right now. So grab a snack. Preferably something Italian themed, like a piece of cheese or something, I don't know. Get comfy and let's go. We're about to soak up all the sun, history, and pure unfiltered joy that Italy has to offer. I'm so stoked to share this with you. Let's get into it. Rome, the eternal city. It feels eternal. You walk around and it's like a time machine. One minute you're looking at modern shops, and the next you're staring at ancient ruins. The Colosseum is massive and humbling. The Roman Forum and Palatine Hill are sprawling with ruins. You can wander for hours among these ancient foundations. Rome also has piazzas, big open squares that are like the city's living rooms. Piazza Navona is grand, with insane fountains by Bernini. There are public fountains all over the city, so you can just refill your water bottle. My biggest advice for Rome is just to walk and get lost on purpose. The real magic of Rome is found in those moments of unplanned discovery. Next up, we're heading to Venice. If Rome is a chaotic history lesson, Venice is a fairy tale. The whole city is built on water with no cars, just canals and footbridges. Transportation is walking or boats. It's quiet and a sensory experience unlike anywhere else. The city is a collection of islands connected by bridges. Of course, you have to do the gondola ride. Seeing the city from that perspective, it's pure magic. The best part of Venice is just getting lost. The city is a literal labyrinth, and that's the point. One of my favorite things was finding a little Baccaro, a traditional Venetian wine bar, and having cicchetti like Spanish tapas. Venice is a city that forces you to slow down and just be present. From the floating city, we took a train to Florence, or Firenze. And wow, if Venice is a fairy tale, Florence is a masterpiece. It's the birthplace of the Renaissance, and you feel that everywhere. The entire city is like an open-air museum. The art isn't just the galleries and the buildings themselves the art. It's almost overwhelming in the best possible way. The level of genius that was concentrated in this one city is just mind-boggling. The first thing you see when you arrive is the Duomo, the cathedral. I don't even have words. The scale of it is monumental, and the detail on the marble exterior is so intricate. It dominates the entire city skyline. Climbing to the top of Brunelleschi's dome, and let me tell you, it's a workout. It's 463 steps up a narrow, winding staircase. But the view from the top, it's one of the most incredible things to see. The whole of Florence spread out below you with all the red-tiled roofs. It's breathtaking. Then you have the art galleries, the Uffizi Gallery and the Accademia. This is where you see the heavy hitters. Botticelli's The Birth of Venus at the Uffizi is so much more vibrant and ethereal in person. And then seeing Michelangelo's David at the Accademia, it's a spiritual experience. He's huge, he's perfect, he's majestic. You can't take your eyes off him. No picture does it justice. You just stand there in awe of the fact that a human being carved this out of a single block of marble. It's pure perfection. But Florence is more than just its big-ticket art. The whole vibe of the city is creative and inspiring. You walk across the Ponte Vecchio, this medieval bridge that has shops built all along it, mostly jewelry shops now. It's so unique and charming. It's known for its artisan workshops, where you can watch people making leather goods, paper and other crafts by hand. It feels like a tradition that's been passed down for centuries. And the food in Florence, oh my god, the food. This is in the Tuscany region, so the cuisine is very hearty and rustic. Florence really ignited this deep appreciation for art and history. It's a city that educates you just by being in it. It inspires you to look closer, to appreciate craftsmanship, and to understand the human capacity for creating beauty. It's a place that feels incredibly sophisticated and cultured, but also really warm and accessible. Okay, so after soaking in all that art and history, we need some nature. And there is no better place for that than the Amalfi Coast. This part of the trip felt like stepping into a postcard. It's legitimately one of the most beautiful places on the entire planet. The cliffs, the sea, the colors, it's just sensory overload in the most glorious way. The drive itself is an adventure, a narrow winding road carved into the side of a cliff with the most insane views of the turquoise Mediterranean Sea. The whole coastline is dotted with these ridiculously charming little villages that seem to just cling to the cliffs. Positano is probably the most famous one, and for good reason. It's this cascade of pastel-colored houses tumbling down the cliffside to a little beach. It's so picturesque it looks fake. Every corner you turn is another perfect photo opportunity. One of the best things we did was rent a small boat for the day. This is a must-do if you go. Seeing the coastline from the water is a completely different perspective. You get to see all the hidden coves and grottos that you can't access from land. The best time to visit is probably in the spring, like May or June, or in the fall, like September. The weather is beautiful, but it's not as scorching hot or as crowded as it gets in July and August. The food on the coast is, unsurprisingly, all about the seafood. And lemons. Lemons are a huge deal there. They're massive and they're in everything. Limoncello, lemon pasta, lemon cake, lemon-scented soaps. We had this pasta dish, scialatielli ai frutti di mare, which is a local type of thick, fresh pasta with mixed seafood in a light tomato sauce. Eating that on a terrace overlooking the water as the sun went down, I mean, come on. It doesn't get better than that. The Amalfi Coast is pure escapism. It's a place to relax, to indulge, and to just be in awe of nature's beauty. It's romantic, it's glamorous, but it's also got this rustic, simple charm. It's a place that recharges your soul. If you ever need a reminder of how beautiful the world can be, just go to the Amalfi Coast. Our final stop, Sicily. It feels like its own country with a distinct culture and history. It's Italy, but with an extra layer of intensity and wildness. Conquered by Greeks, Romans, Arabs, and Normans, those influences are everywhere. The landscape is incredibly diverse. You can go from a beautiful beach to the smoking peak of Mount Etna. We visited the Valley of the Temples, incredible archaeological park with Greek temples. Sicilian food deserves its own chapter. Try arancini, fried rice balls, and cannoli. One of my favorite places was Cefalù, a charming fishing village. Sicily is a place of contrasts. It has a soul. It's an island that gets under your skin and stays with you. We need a moment for the food because, let's be honest, Italian food is a main character in the story of Italy. It's more than just pizza and pasta. It's a culture built around fresh, simple ingredients, regional traditions, and sharing a meal with people you love. And pizza. Naples is the birthplace of pizza. Gelato deserves its own paragraph. It's not just ice cream. The dining culture itself is something to appreciate. Meals are not rushed. Italian food teaches you that the best cooking comes from respecting the ingredients. It's a philosophy of food that is all about quality, simplicity, and love. So what happens in Italy when the sun goes down? The country comes alive in a whole new way. The nightlife is more about a social energy that spills out into the streets. It's a culture of being out and about, of seeing and being seen, and of connecting with people. In big cities like Rome and Milan, you can find trendy cocktail bars. Even in the smaller towns, the evening passeggiata is a sacred tradition. After dinner, whole families will come out and just walk through the main square. They chat with neighbors, they get a gelato, they just enjoy the cool evening air. Everyone is just coexisting and enjoying the public space together. Ultimately, the local culture is about appreciating the good things in life. Family, friends, good food, beauty, and taking the time to enjoy it all. And just like that, our little virtual tour of Italy is over. I feel like I could talk about it for another 5 hours, but I'll spare you. Going through all this footage and reliving these moments with you guys has been so special. Italy is one of those places that truly lives up to the hype. It's a country that engages all of your senses and leaves a permanent mark on your heart. From the echoes of history in Rome to the sun-drenched bliss of the Amalfi Coast, every single moment was a gift. I feel so grateful to have experienced it. I would absolutely love to hear from you guys in the comments. What's your favorite place in Italy? Or if you haven't been, where are you dreaming of going? Is it the art in Florence, the canals of Venice, the food in Sicily? Tell me everything. I love reading about your travel dreams and experiences. It's like we're all sharing one big travel journal, and it's the best thing ever. Your recommendations always give me so many ideas for future trips, so don't be shy. Thank you so much for coming along on this journey with me. It means the world that you chose to spend this time here. If you enjoyed this little escape and want to see more travel adventures, food deep dives, and just general life stuff, please hit that subscribe button. It helps me out a ton and ensures you won't miss the next video. But for now, that's all from me. Ciao for now, and I'll see you in the next one. Italy awaits.